Let's see if we can spy on him getting his mail. Hey! Meet my new neighbor!
Sorry, guys.
That'll be the thumbnail. Oh, I apologize. The whole noisy neighbor bit was staged. That was all staged.
It was gonna be funny, and it was funny if you were involved in the joke, but we quickly realized that it was probably pretty awful to do to you guys. Like, we didn't think it was gonna be as big a deal as it was. So.
Unintended consequences will creep up on you, so I do apologize for that. We had some people who were in on the joke, were cracking up in the background at your expense. We apologize. It was pretty darn funny, though.
It was funny. A couple people did guess. I have it saved, so I'm going to say who, but...
Oh, yeah, there were some guesses. But yeah, my noisy next door neighbor is Drew from Dutch Creek Cabin. Link up there. I'll put a link down below. We're next door neighbors. Right, very next door. So you found this place 3 years ago when you moved here.
Yeah, whenever I first moved here, there was an older man that was living here, and I hung out with him a couple times and stuff, and he had some heart problems and stuff, and when he passed away, then the place became available. And sure enough, I actually wanted it for myself, and she initially priced it a little higher than what I could afford or wanted to afford, and the price ended up coming down later in the future. But yeah, so I had another friend back in Texas, and I was trying really hard to get them out here. I just trying to get people out of the city, and they really were interested in the place, but they wanted to stay in the city and just have this as an extra house, and it didn't really work out that way. So they went ahead and passed on it, and as soon as they did, I called Jeff.
Yeah.
And, hey, man.
Well, and you told me when they were coming to take a look at it, and I'm like, man, is there an acre on the other side of you available? I want to move there too. And then it fell through, and then you're like, Jeff, go for it.
Well, she was under the impression, and so was I, that land was over 3 acres. And I don't know how that came to be, but I'm pretty sure the original homeowner told me it was 3 acres. He probably told her the same thing. So whenever the house was first being valued, they valued at 3 acres plus the home. Turned out to only be in 1.6 acres, which was the price cut that we got. But anyway, so it was perfect for Jeff, really.
Yeah, and did I tell you the price in the last video? Yeah, 30,000.
30,000.
30,000. So yeah, but I do have a mortgage. It's and insurance and all. Right around $300 a month. So that's a responsibility for me. But as you will learn, and as I start answering questions, there's a lot more income opportunity here.
Way more.
Yeah. The road, some concerns about how busy the road is. You've been living on this road for 3 years now, so.
I've been living here for at least 2.5 or so.
2.5?
Yeah, and it'll be 3 years in August, but the road is a highway. I heard someone mention road or highway. It is a highway. And
not a four-lane interstate. It's
right. It is technically considered a highway, but it's just like a bypass road off the major highway. So it's not as busy as you'd think. Sometimes there might be 6 cars in an hour, but most hours there's no cars. So obviously you have your peak times where there's more traffic, but it's really just a bypass road, so it's not that busy. Just luckily for us, it's 2-lane wide and paved. So
yeah. And right where I'm at, there's a little bit of curve, so people aren't doing 100.
Right. Yeah. Yeah. The whole road's really curvy, so you can't run 100 down it unless you really know the roads well.
Or have a Lamborghini.
The animals in the road is obviously a worry. I live right off the same highway. Whenever I take a little haul out, I just keep an eye on him. And that's about it. You know, I don't let him go on the road. He knows better than to go on the road now. But at first, we'll just have to keep an eye on the cats, and then they'll kind of get the hang of it. So.
I'll talk more about my plan for the cats later. Drew's got to go to work. Thank you, Drew.
No problem.
I'm bugging him before work.
No worries.
And one thing I want to get out there is I'm doing projects and stuff around here. Please refrain from the get Drew to. That I know that can be instinct right off the bat is get Drew to do this, but Drew's got his own life, he's got a job, and I don't want to interfere too much. And I hope to bribe you with food. That's one way. I think we can benefit each other being next door. I know I can think of 100 things you can help me out with.
Yeah,
so.
Easily 100 things. I'm gonna get just as much benefit out of this as he is, so it really does work out for both of us. There's one vehicle that's driven by since we've been over here looking at it. I mean, but I'm gonna get as much out of this as he is, so it'll be a very balanced thing. I want to say real fast that for you guys that watch my channel, you remember a while back I posted a collaboration channel video, and that's about the time that this all started, and we were expecting it to go a little quicker than what it was.
That was the beginning of October.
Yeah.
Is when I started looking into getting a loan 3 months ago.
Yeah, and everything was pretty much go from the beginning. The problem was we had to deal with it was a probate house because it wasn't willed to the only left person in the family, so she had to go through the paperwork to make sure nobody else was going to file for it. Yada yada yada. It was just paper. It was basically just.
And it wasn't smooth sailing me getting the loan either. I had no credit score, so I had to find a co-signer. My family pitched in there. And so it just took a lot longer. But I was all excited in October. I was doing a video every day. I figured by the end of October, I'm telling everybody I'm buying a place and moving.
Yeah.
Oh, that was a big old fail. But it's happening now. And
we're going to do the collaboration channel.
Definitely. Once I get moved down here or closer to moving down here.
It's going to be a lot of work to get Jeff moved from over there to over here. It's not just pack up your things and move. You know, there's going to be at least probably 12 trips just for birds, right? I mean,
no, 3.
3. Okay.
I think I can do it in 3.
All right, guys. Well, we're definitely gonna do our best to get him over here as soon as possible. What do you think? Probably.
Yeah, I don't need to be in a hurry. That first festival's in June.
Festival.
Yeah, I'll talk about that later too.
Oh, okay.
Drew's got to go take a shower and go to work.
Well, I guess we could just apologize one more time. I'm going to run off and go take a shower, but sorry again for the whole shenanigans. We thought that it would, we didn't think it was going to escalate to what it did, and I'm sorry that all of y'all hate me. I promise not to shoot guns at Jeff. And
I'll play my music louder than he will.
There you go.
I had louder speakers than that when I was your age.
Yeah.
Yeah, no, we'll be good next door neighbors to each other. Barking dogs, on the other hand, but that can easily be dealt with. All right, I'll answer more questions for you after this message.